This is Gareth from Somerset Music, and in this video we're going to be learning how to play Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. Before we do, I just want to talk about the previous videos. So in the previous videos we've learnt different chords. We've learnt A minor, F, we've learnt C. I'll be talking about those chords in just a moment. We've learnt different songs. We've learnt how to read the sheets that are on the PowerPoints. We've learnt how to understand the lyrics with the chords written above and the bold words. We've learnt how to understand chord structures when they're written down with the slashes that tell you how many beats to play. Also, I want to talk about the Somerset Music website. So on the website you will find all of these videos. They're also on the YouTube channel. But you will also find on the website the PowerPoint that I keep referring to. Now this PowerPoint has got all of the sheets that I use up on the screen. So when you see the sheets appear up in these corners, all of those sheets are on the PowerPoint, which is available on the Somerset Music website. And the address is in the introduction of this video and at the end of this video as well. But if you just go onto a search engine and type in Somerset Music, you'll find the website. While we're speaking about that title video, the little bit at the beginning, now at the end of that we hear, okay, and that's deliberately put there at the end so that you can check your tuning. So when you hear that little bit at the end of the introduction, just check that your ukulele is in tune with my one. And that way you know that it's all going to sound good when you come to play. If it's not, go back to the basics video, which was one of the first videos that I put up on the website, and learn about how to tune your ukulele. Also, I'd like to do a couple of shout outs. I've had some responses from some people saying they've been getting on well with the videos. So Robin, well done to you, who's been getting on very well with his chords. And I hear Zoe is also doing very, very well. So if that's you, well done to you. Keep it up. And I will be doing more shout outs in the future. I have emailed all of your teachers to let me know if there's anybody that's doing really, really well. And you will get a mention in the videos in the future as well. So let's start with a couple of warm-ups. We're going to start off with My Dog Has Fleas. So if you haven't learnt My Dog Has Fleas, go back to the earlier videos, learn My Dog Has Fleas. Okay, so if you have learnt it, let's play it together now. Remember, all the strings. Okay, and try and sing the words if you can. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. My dog has fleas, fleas, fleas. He eats green cheese, cheese, cheese. It makes him sneeze, sneeze, sneeze. My dog with fleas, fleas, fleas. Lovely. And you can pause the video at any time if you want to do that more, if you want to go around the class, if people want to change the words. This is one I did in a previous school. Mr. Clark's beard, beard, beard is really weird, weird, weird. It should be cheered, cheered, cheered. Mr. Clark's beard, beard, beard. Okay, so there's an example of how you can change the words and you can make the song your own. So if you want to stop the video now and do a few of those in class, now would be a good time to do that. Otherwise, we're going to go on and practice some chords. So we're going to start with A minor. Okay, I'm not going to go in great depth on these this time because you should have learnt these. You should have done the previous videos. So let's see your A minor chords. Teachers, pause the video, check pupils' fingers, make sure everybody's got the right finger in the right place. Should be second finger, 4th string, 2nd fret, and let's play that together now after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Leave your finger there. Leave your finger there. Turn that chord into an F chord now. Okay, so diagrams are all up here in the corner. So use the diagrams to help you. So first finger, we've left the middle finger where it is, and we've just added now our first finger to string 2, fret 1. Let's play that together after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. singing. We've talked about that in the previous video. And stop. Now let's try the two together. A minor followed by F. 8 on each, okay? So starting on A minor, finger here hovering above that string, ready to go down. After 8, my favourite chocolates. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, F. 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to A minor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and F. And stop. So now would be a good time, if you're still struggling with that, pause the video and practice that a few times round. If you can do that and if you're happy to move on, let's see a chord of C. Okay, remember to use the third finger for this one. Okay, here we go, C chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Okay, keep going, but this time, after 4, we're going to change to F. So get those fingers ready. Okay, get them in place. Here you go, after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, F. Good. Well done. Keep going. Notice my third finger is still above the C. It's not touching it. So keep that finger in place, because we're going to go back to C after 4. Ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Good. Let's go to A minor. Nice easy change this one. Ready? After 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor. One finger, middle finger up the top there. Okay, so look at my hand. Look where my finger is. Okay, middle finger. Oops. And let's change to F. After 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. First finger's gone down on the second string. Keep going. And we'll change back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. Okay, again, look at my fingers if you can't remember. And stop. Well done, good stuff. Okay, so now we're going to get on to our new chord. So our new chord is G, and here it is up in the diagram. So let's just look at this. We've got 3 fingers on this chord now. So we're going to be using our first, second and third finger. And it's really important that we get them in the right order. So let's just turn my uke this way so we're the same way round as the diagram. I'm going to use my middle finger, or finger number 2. Okay, so this one, okay, this finger is going to go on to string number 1, fret number 2. Okay, so let's get that one in place now, straight away. Finger number 2 on fret number 2, string number 1. And then my third finger is just going to reach up onto the next string, fret number 3. So I've got these 2 fingers, this one on string 1, fret 2, and this one on string 2, fret 3. And then I'm going to stretch up with finger number 1 onto string 3, fret 2. Now you might find this a little bit awkward. It might be a bit of a difficulty to get that first finger in. Maybe the problem is that your elbow is tucked into your side like this, and because of that your wrist is at the wrong angle for you to stretch that first finger onto that fret. So notice what happens when I bring my elbow out. Look at my first finger. Look how by pivoting my elbow I bring that first finger into position. Okay, so bring your elbows out and get that first finger into the right position. So we've now got that shape. So look now at my fingers and look at the diagram, and you can see that my fingers are in the same positions now as the dots on the diagram. So let's play that chord together after 4. 3, 4. Keep going. And stop, but leave your fingers there. Leave your fingers there. Now I'm going to show you a nice little handy trick to change from G to C very easily. If we look at where my fingers are at the moment, okay, this is on a G chord. Look where my third finger is. Now if you think about where it needs to be for C, all it needs to do is hop down to there. I'm then going to remove my first finger because that's not part of the C chord, but I am going to leave my middle finger exactly where it is. Because I've got my finger on the 3rd fret, it cancels out the 2nd fret. It doesn't, this finger's not doing anything. It's not affecting the chord. Listen. Okay, it doesn't make any difference. So I can leave that middle finger there. And because I've got that middle finger there, it makes it much easier when I want to go back to G. All I need to do is move that 3rd finger back up and drop my 1st finger back into position. So changing from C to G is not that tricky if you remember to leave your middle finger there in place. Obviously don't leave it there the whole time because some chords like F don't need that middle finger there. But for C to G or G to C, it's a really good little trick to help you get there. So let's try practicing. Let's go back to that G chord. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And remember, when we change to C, we're going to move our 3rd finger down. We're going to take our 1st finger off. Here we go. Starting on G. 5. And we'll do 8 on each. 5, 6, 7, 8. G, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now to C. 6, 7. Back to G. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And C. 1 more time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C. Notice that middle finger is not moving. Let's do it 1 more time. Keep that finger in place. Okay, there's the G chord, middle finger on the 2nd fret, and C with the middle finger. And stop. Okay, good. So now let's look at the 3 Little Birds sheet that is on the PowerPoint on the in the Sunset Music website, if you haven't already got it. We've got here the same as we've had when we did Singing in the Rain. We've got the lyrics with the chords above the words, and I've also made the words bold where we change. So if we look at the first line, we've got don't worry. So the first syllable of worry is bold, and it's got the C up above it. About the thing, because every, the ev of every, again bold with the F above, every little thing is going to be all right. And again, we got right with the C up above it. So same as we did before, we're not going to worry at this moment about strumming to make it sound like a reggae style. We'll talk about that. I'll mention that at the end of this video. For now, we're just going to strum on every beat. 3, 4, like we've been doing when we've been practicing. And we're just going to start by going over the chorus, which is the bit that everybody knows. Don't worry about a thing because every little thing is going to be all right. Okay, and we're going to try listening to the lyrics as I sing them and to change the chord at the appropriate time. So starting with fingers on C, and it's got, like Singing in the Rain, it's got that upbeat at the beginning. Okay, so the don't comes before the chord. 1, 2, 3, don't worry, and then we strum on the worry. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, don't worry about a thing. Don't change yet, wait for every. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. good. Let's do that again. Singing, don't worry, stay on C. About a thing. Get ready to change. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And stop there. Let's do that all again. I'm going to go a little bit faster. So let's see if you can keep up. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Let's do it again. Singing, don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And stop there. Now, did you notice I put in a little extra chord there? If we look at the chord chart now, so remember, this is the same thing. We're not doing anything differently here. We're going to play exactly the same that we just played. It's just laid out in a different way. And you can see that at the end of the first line, we've got C2, 3, 4, C2, 3, 4, C2, 3, 4, C2, and then we've got a chord that says C7. Now, C7, I'm not going to go into too much detail at this point about what the 7 means. We'll talk about that much later on. But basically, a C7 chord is this. There's C, there is C7. So I'm putting my first finger on the first string, first fret, and that's what it sounds like. And if you look at the chord structure, it's only there for 2 beats. Okay, it's just those last 2 beats at the end. So let's try that now together. Okay, so reading through the chord structure as I play it, making sure that you are following the chord structure, looking at the chord structure, not looking at your fingers. Again, we can put that first finger there to begin with. We don't need to do it as we're playing. Put it there now, and then all you've got to do is take your third finger off. You don't need to look at your fingers to do that. Okay, so get your fingers into position now. Look at the chord structure. Here we go. First line only. So just the C's. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. C, C7. Let's do that again. 1, I won't count out loud this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that leads us on to our next chord, which is F. So let's get our fingers on F and let's play together the second line. Again, I'm just going to count you in. We should now be able to do this by reading it. So fingers into position. Again, you shouldn't need to look at your fingers to change from from F to C. Okay, get your fingers into position. Try and do it without looking at your fingers. Here we go. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Great. Okay, well done. So again, practice now. Pause the video. Give that a few practices if you need to. If you've got it, if you're ready to carry on, then let's play the whole of that first block of chords, the chorus, sorry. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's going to be all right. You can look either way at the chords or the lyrics. It's exactly the same each way. So from the beginning, and we're going to play through the whole chorus. So that means we're going to play the what we've just done twice. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well done, well done. So practice that a few times, pause the video, go over that, make sure you're happy. If you find it difficult to do that C7 change, then just ignore the C7, play C's all the way through that line, change to the F and go back to C. Okay, if you are going to skip the C7, then obviously that last block of chord, the top line would read C234, 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 C234. Okay, don't just cut the C7s off and ignore them. Play four lots of C instead. Practice through that a few times, and then we'll go on to the verse. Okay, so let's move on now to the verse. So this is where we've got our G chord, and if you look at the lyrics first of all, in fact it doesn't matter if you look at the lyrics or the chords, you can see that the G is sandwiched between C's. So in other words, we've got C that comes before the G and C that comes after the G, which is really useful because it means we can use our middle finger technique. So keeping that middle finger down, we played C, so we start on the C chord. While we're playing that C chord, put your middle finger down, get it there in position. Okay, obviously this technique we only need to use if we're changing from C to G. You don't need to put your middle finger down if you're going from C to F, because that would be a waste of time. Okay, so for now, third finger on C, middle finger on string number 1, fret number 2. Okay, and we're going to go through the lyrics first. Okay, so here we go. Rise up this morning, do it slowly, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds, now to F, pitch by my doorstep, do it with me, slowly, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing F, this is my message to you. It's difficult to do that last line when you're not doing it at the right speed. So let's go through that again now. We're going to go a little bit quicker. So try and keep up. Remember that middle finger technique on the G's. It really, really will help you to speed through those chord changes. Here we go. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun, 3 little birds pitch by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing this is my message to you. And then we're going to go back to the chorus. Ready? Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Okay, well, let's do it one more time from the beginning. We're going to do the chorus, followed by the verse, followed by the chorus, A, B, A, or ternary form, if you're interested in the structure of music. So this time, I'm not going to sing. Like the last video, I'm going to get Little Me to come and help out. Here he is, up in the corner here. And I'm also going to get other Little Me, who's going to be down here. There he is, down there. And he's going to be doing some extra little bits as well. And in the next video, we're going to start talking about how to play melodically and how to start learning the tunes that these guys are playing. and reading tab as well. So if you know how to read tab, you're going to have a great advantage for next video. And if you don't, you're going to learn it next video. Okay, here we go then. Are we ready, little me's? Good. Okay, from the beginning, chorus, verse, chorus. So get your sheets in front of you. Make sure that you can see what you need to see, whether it's the lyrics or whether it's the chord structure. I'm going to be changing to the C7 on each of the chorus first and third lines. If you don't want to change to C7, stay on C. That's entirely up to you. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well done. And last thing I'm going to say on this video is, if you want to make it sound even more authentic and give it that kind of real reggae feel, which the original has, then when you strum the chords, don't strum on every beat, strum on beats 2 and 4. So it would be on the first line of C's, you'd play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also you noticed I'm cutting the chord off, and I'm doing that with my palm. So the palm of my hand, my strumming hand, my right hand, I'm strumming and then resting my hand to get that cut off sound. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the same on the F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way through. Okay, so that's how to make it authentic Jamaican reggae sound. We're not going to practice that together as a class. That's something you can do as an extension. It's something for perhaps the more advanced players to have a go at, something for you to do as a long-term goal. But we're not going to do that today in this video together. I hope you enjoyed that. Next time we're going to be looking at tab, and there's going to be another video coming out which is going to be all about warm-ups and warm-up exercises, warm-up songs that you can do. And my hope is that you're going to start watching that video before the main videos, or even just getting those warm-ups in your head so that you don't need to watch the video. You'll know what to do for your warm-ups, and that hopefully will give more time in the main video for me to cover the actual song that we're learning. So look forward to seeing you all then. Don't forget also, teachers, to email me and let me know of any pupils that are doing really well. So I need to know about progress, and I can give you a shout out in the future. You should all have my email address. If you haven't, get it from Somerset Music. And like I say, let me know of any pupils that are doing really, really well. I look forward to hearing from you. And one last thing is that any pupils or classes that are doing exceptionally well, video yourselves, send it to Somerset Music, and they will put that video up onto the website. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. Keep playing, keep enjoying your ukuleles, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.